My friend built me a prison and challenged me to break out of it. But I knew it wasn't going to be easy because he's really good at Minecraft. He knows a lot of commands and glitches and stuff like that. Also, the entire thing's made out of bedrock, and I literally start encased in it. Also, I'm sorry for the really bad microphone quality in this video. My regular one broke, so I have to resort to using this $15 piece of shit off Amazon. So I loaded up the world and I spawned in. So first thing I noticed was a sign, then a crafting table, then a hole, then a target block there, and some sort of divot in the wall. I'm not really sure what it is. So then I turned on chunk borders and hitboxes to see if that did anything. And sure enough it did. I saw something. And I think I can actually punch it to see if that would do anything. And once I did, I realized that it was an item frame. Fortunately, that item frame got out of reach. So with bow and arrow, I think I know exactly what I need to do.
But then I had a very good idea. I used F5. See, using F5 gave me a whole new perspective and I was able to see a chest I couldn't have seen before.
I'm sorry, but did you really think you're going to be able to go an entire Minecraft escape room video without hearing that? Also, for my intelligent audience, you probably would have noticed that the hopper is facing off to the side. So if I place my hopper right there, the items will flow into it, and sure enough, there's a lever, 3 sticks, and 2 string. And with set lever, I placed it where the sign said here. So I placed the set hopper and flicked it. Nothing happened, except for pistons moving. And I was a bit confused, but when I clicked it again, water dispensed, and releasing a boat. But now I had a problem, because the items were going to despawn in exactly 5 minutes. So I did the only thing I could think of, and that was craft a fishing rod. I didn't want to do it at first, but I panicked because I was running out of time, and crafted it. Then I used it to get the 2 items. So I used the boat to get out, and now that I'm out, I checked the hole that I saw earlier, and I'm assuming it leads to the next room. So I broke the sign, and I was going to break the lever, but then I realized I should probably make sure it doesn't do anything else. So I clicked it a few times before breaking it again. I then checked the water hole. I couldn't really see what was under it, even in F5. So instead I broke the target block. But then I realized I could break the crafting table. So I broke it, and then I used the fishing rod to get it. I tried using the boat glitch on 3 of the corners. I didn't use it on the one hole because I was afraid that it might fall in. I then used the crafting table and the target block to try and reach the redstone, but I wasn't high enough. So I came up with an ingenious trick to use the boat to get higher, and I was able to reach all of it. But I wasn't able to grab it. So I broke everything down and went over to the other side where it was higher, broke the dispenser, and grabbed it using my fishing rod. I then started breaking hoppers. It took a really long time, but eventually I was able to break both of them. I then started hitting the ground to see if we can find any string. I saw this escape room video where there's a bunch of string on the ground, but when doing so, this happened. So now I'm in the next room. Hopefully nothing was up there. So there's a hole right here. I'm not sure what it leads to. Some lava, and that's it. I was trying to find some chests in the lava when I opened Hopper with nothing in it. So I went to F5 to see if I can see anything, and sure enough, there was a hopper. So I thought about maybe placing a crafting table or a target block in the lava, but I was worried they might get burnt. So I started breaking the hopper. It took a bit, but eventually I did it. But I was still a bit confused, because it said I was still looking at a hopper. So I opened it up, and there was an iron trapdoor in it. So I started breaking the other hopper, but there was nothing behind that. But this is great, because now I can get into that 1 block deep hole. So I used my lever from the other room to get into crouch mode. I was able to get the lever, but sadly not the trapdoor, because I didn't have a pickaxe. So I ventured into the next room. When I entered it, I immediately noticed some cobbled deep slate, so I decided to mine the one above my head. And when I did, it revealed a iron ingot in an item frame. I then crouched through this tunnel. It took a pretty long time, but eventually I was able to get all the way through, and I was greeted with 2 armor stands with iron armor on them, as well as an iron ingot behind them in an item frame. So I broke them, and then checked out the rest of the room. So this is a hole thing with something I can't see above there. There's this other hole, and there's this golden pressure plate. I threw in my item frames, but it didn't go far enough, so I used my fishing rod to get it. And when I did, I accidentally threw it again, and it dispensed some leather boots, which is nice, but I already have iron ones, so I'm not really sure what I need them for. So then I did the dreadful task of mining every single one of the deep slate slabs. Oh, blaze rod, okay. I'm just gonna mine this hopper, and then I'll mine the rest of the slabs. And I'm glad I did, because I found an iron nugget in the hopper below.
Mining away. I don't know what to mine, I'll mine this anyway.
Oh, that's powdered snow. Okay. Wait, I think I know what the iron is for. Okay, 1 second. So you may not already know this, but if you smelt iron armor in a furnace, it turns into iron nuggets. And I have exactly enough to make a bucket. The only problem is, I don't have a furnace. So I checked under the pressure plate in this whole thing, even in F5, but I couldn't see anything. I looked literally everywhere, but I couldn't find it. I was stuck for around 20 minutes until I had the bright idea to jump, and I found that there was a blast furnace there this entire time. But I still needed fuel. I knew I didn't have enough, and I even tested it in a different creative world. So I checked the wiki, and sure enough, you can actually use blaze rods. So I crafted a bucket. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything underneath. Now, normally I just sink through powdered snow, but because I have leather boots, I can just climb up. It actually took a really long time for me to even get up to the blast furnace. And I was about to break it, but then I realized I might need it for something else, so I just continued climbing up. And this next room was really strange. There was a hopper suspended above some weird pit, and for some reason the water wasn't going down. I was a bit confused at first, but then I realized there's barriers stopping me from falling down. And there's also nothing in the hopper. I tried going to F5, but I couldn't see anything in the hole. So I tried finding some string again, but that didn't work. So I went down to mine the blast furnace, but there was nothing behind it. So for like the bajillionth time in this video, I was completely stuck. There's literally nothing I could do. I didn't want to break the hopper, because there's gotta be a reason it's there. But then, I realized something. I've seen this video by Canadian recently, and I think this is exactly the same setup. Just watch.
You may or may not know this obscure glitch where if a boat falls into the smallest layer of water, it can actually glitch into the ground. And if you jump into the boat while it falls into the ground, then it looks like your head is sticking out of the ground, and it's funny. But as you may have guessed, if there's only one layer of blocks, the boat will fall all the way through them. So I broke the hopper and jumped in the boat just as it glitched through the barriers, and my plan worked. I'm a genius.
And yeah, this is exactly the same setup. So I placed the boat and broke the hopper, and got in it just as it fell through, and it worked. I'm a genius. So in the chest was a key, and there's also this kind of hole thing. I'm not really sure what it is, and that's literally it. So I tried doing the boat glitch on 3 of the corners, but one of them I took damage, so I didn't try it again.
But then I had a very good idea. I used F5.
It's actually the greatest idea ever, because I saw some redstone outside, and I'm pretty sure that right there, that is a comparator. The only problem is I don't think anyone knows how the hell they work. I tried literally everything, from powdered snow to signs to target blocks. Nothing worked. So I searched the web. And get this. So, I searched it up, I click on a link. I scroll down a bit. And cake. There's cake. So I took the cake and I placed it down. And it said it filled 1 block. I went over to look at the thing. Oh shit! Oh shit! I could bake. I'm not gonna. Oh god! God damn it! God damn it! No. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I wanted to see if I ate the cake, it might update something. So it did, and nothing happened. The lava is about 8 blocks high. Now normally, when I go in there, I would die, but I know a secret strat. When you log into a Minecraft world, you get 3 seconds of immunity before you start taking damage again. And if I continuously log on and log off this world, I can go climb up the lava without taking any damage. I did this about 20 or so times before I logged onto the world and blocked off the lava. I quickly placed a block under my feet, and then just waited until the fire stops. And here we go. So, the lava is still behind that, but I broke the crafting table and blocked it off, and I used my fishing rod to get the items. So, I climbed up using my powdered snow and went into the next room. I clutched down on the single block above some lava, and then I noticed the exit. What? Oh, there's barriers. Shit. Oh, well, that was easy. And time consuming, but whatever. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, or you can even subscribe. Please?